Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be going over the absolute best controller settings here in the Call of Duty Modern Warfare beta. So of course guys, welcome back to another video here on the channel, and as you guys can see, we are here on the Call of Duty Modern Warfare beta. If you guys didn't already know, the beta is now officially live on PlayStation 4, and with that in mind, that's what I am going to be doing in today's video, is going over the absolute best controller settings in the game. Now, I did end up making a very similar video to this one during the 2v2 alpha. However, now that we are officially into the beta, I want to go ahead and revisit it. Also, if you guys go on to enjoy this video, make sure you go ahead and leave a like on it down below, as well as make sure to subscribe for more Call of Duty Black Ops 4 as well as Modern Warfare content. So yeah, now that I got the intro out of the way, let's actually dive right into the video. Alright guys, so of course, as you can see right now, we're on the main page of Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Now I am going to be clicking on the options button, and these are of course all the options. Now, for this particular video, I'm only going to be going over the controller as well as the general settings, being that the audio settings really just depend on your own personal preference. For example, going over the master volume, the music volume, dialogue volume, and all kinds of things like that. So starting off with the general portion, of course I am going to be using a controller. If you want to use mouse and keyboard, feel free to go ahead and do so. However, for this video, I'm only going to be going over the controller settings. When it comes to the screen, the brightness as well as the safe area and film grain really just depend on your own personal preference. For myself, I like to keep this at default. That's just my own personal preference. However, if you want to change any of these settings, feel free to go ahead and do so. For the accessibility as well as content filter, you can go ahead and change the language, as well as if you are colorblind, you can change these settings over here. However, I'm just going to keep this at normal. Now, when it comes to the content filters, this is what really matters. So the first thing that I am going to be changing is I'm going to be disabling both world motion blur as well as weapon motion blur. As you guys can see, here are two examples of both world motion blur as well as the weapon motion blur. Personally, I really don't like motion blur in games, so that's okay. I'm going to be keeping both of these disabled, just so that way everything's just going to look a lot cleaner, and it is going to be way more easier to spot opponents as well as just overall do better. And that's of course going to be it for the general portion of the options settings. So now we are going to be moving over to the controller settings, so let's go ahead and get started. Starting off right from the top with the button layout preset. Now, at least for myself, I'm going to be using stick and move. However, in Modern Warfare, I would highly recommend that you either use stick and move or tactical. Now, if you guys didn't already know, at least on PlayStation 4, stick and move is it switches the R3 button as well as the X button. So that means when you are going to be using stick and move, you are going to be meleeing with the X button and jumping with the R3 button. This is going to allow you to jump shot and overall just play a lot more aggressively, because you can aim down sight, shoot, as well as jump, which is extremely useful in Modern Warfare. Now, tactical does essentially the same thing. However, it's going to be changing the circle button for the R3 button, so that means you're going to be meleeing with the circle button as well as you are going to be crouching, proning, as well as sliding with the R3 button, which is going to allow you to drop shot a lot easier. So whether or not you are going to be choosing stick and move or tactical, it really just depends on your own personal preference, and do you see yourself drop shotting or jump shotting more. And at least for myself, I like to use stick and move, and I would highly recommend that you try both of them out. For our stick layout, I'm going to be keeping that default, as well as I am going to be disabling look inversion. My horizontal sensitivity as well as my vertical sensitivity is going to be 6. Now, one thing that is really interesting about Modern Warfare, and that is it goes all the way up to a 20 sensitivity, which is absolutely insane. And the reason why I use the 6 sensitivity is because I find it to be a good balance between being able to snap onto opponents very quickly and also being able to aim very precisely. When it comes to controller sensitivity, it really comes down to your own personal preference. So when you are going to be playing Modern Warfare, I would highly recommend that you go ahead and try out every single sensitivity and find exactly which one works for you. However, at least for myself, that's going to be a 6 sensitivity, and if you're looking for a really good sensitivity to start off on, I would highly recommend a 6 sensitivity for both horizontal as well as vertical. For the controller vibration, I am going to be keeping this enabled, and that's just because personally I find that controller vibration makes everything feel a lot more responsive. However, if you do not want to have controller vibration enabled, feel free to go ahead and disable it. And that's of course going to be it for the rest of the settings. If you guys would like to go ahead and change around a couple of these settings, feel free to go ahead and do so. So yeah guys, that's of course going to be it for the controller options portion of this video. Now, before I end off this video, I am going to be jumping into a couple of games, trying out these settings and seeing exactly how well we can do. Alright guys, so as you can see, of course, we are going to be joining up into our first game. This time, we are going to be playing a game of standard TDM here on Azara Cave. And with all of that in mind, let's go ahead and see exactly how well we can do. And wait a second. Alright, that's gonna be our first kill of the game, as well as of course we did end up getting a headshot, so that's pretty decent. And I'm not gonna lie, this particular map over here looks really cool, and to be honest, it looks quite a bit like Afghan from Modern Warfare 2. Right now, it looks like they're all gonna be on this side of the map over here. And that's gonna be one. Let's go ahead and reload. And of course, if you guys are wondering, I'm gonna be using the FAMAS burst fire assault rifle. So that's the thing, this particular assault rifle is absolutely insane in this game. So if you're looking for a really good weapon to start using, I would highly recommend that you give the FAMAS a try, which is actually the FR 5.56 in Modern Warfare. And that's the thing, at the time me making this video, Modern Warfare only just released, so that's how come I am going to be scavenging quite a few different weapons over here and trying them out. And alright, my teammates are doing quite well, as you guys can see right here. Wait a second, it looks like they're all going to be over here. And that's going to be one. Let's go ahead and throw this down. There we go, took him out. There we go, took him out. Rather quickly at that. Okay, there we go, took him out, and that's going to be our first game. So yeah guys, that's of course where I'm going to be ending off this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like on it down below, as well as subscribe for more Black Ops 4 as well as Modern Warfare content. So yeah, that's of course going to be it for this video. I hope to see you in the next one.